Hey, welcome back, my amazing student. So we got our buttons here created dynamically already coming from the database. This is good stuff, right? This is very efficient. Now, the next step here would be to find out, we need to create a way to find out if this was checked or not, right? Depending on if I click it here, what color this would be, just like in the demo, right? We want to create a color of each of these buttons. Let's say green for when it was checked or gray when it was not checked, right? So in order for us to do that, we have to check in the database for the habit, right? If this, when I click here, we need to check and we need to say, hey, listen, has this habit have been checked on this particular day? And we can make that query here and return that back into the template. And then we, on every loop here, we could check for the habit ID and we can check for that date, right? We can make the lookup here in Jinja. Now, this is always going to check one query. It's going to make one query to check all the time. So if we have 7 days, it's going to make 7 queries, right? If we have one habit, it's going to make 7 queries. If we have 10 habits, it's going to make 70 queries. This is going to be very inefficient. What I want to do is I want to send a data set, a comprehension set, a list already created here in Python, right, to the template here. And all we have to do is just check that data set in here, right? Instead of creating all those queries, we can just check the data set already that's being created from the back end. So I don't have to be looping around and have 70 queries there, all right? It's going to be very efficient, all right? So, so we're going to create a lookup table in here, all right? And I want you to bear with me because this is a little bit complicated and I don't want you to get overwhelmed, all right? So I'm going to create a variable to hold this here, and it's going to call it check map, all right? Because it's going to check, it's going to map all the checks. So I click here, it's going to map that check to a specific habit and the date. So what I want to do is I want to create a set of tuples. And let me put that here so I can play around with this. As a matter of fact, let me show you. So I could, if I wanted to, and I want to show you how you can check this line by line, all right? Just in case you are confused. You will understand it at the end, right? So I'm going to grab the checking, I can grab the checking model here. As a matter of fact, right here, I can grab that, right? It's there. And I could query and I could use this filter. Now I can grab the model again and I'm going to grab the day. We're going to say, hey, I want you to return to me anything that's greater or equal than the days that we got. Actually, as a matter of fact, we need this in the bottom here because we need the days. We're going to loop through those days. All right. 0. And then here, what I can do is I'm going to attach the goal. Simple as that. All right. Let me put this back here. So today 0 here. Remember that we are returning this list back into the template right here, days, right? So day 0 here would be the oldest day. All right. We get all the check-ins where the day is greater than or equal to the oldest day we care about. That's basically what this is. And let's go ahead and do check map and let's pass that in. I'm going to do this step by step for those of you that are just beginners. All right. So now that we have this list of, as a matter of fact, we're not done yet. If I return this like this, and let me just print this so that way you can see it. Right now, we're not going to have anything because I don't believe we have any check-ins. But let's just print that and let's see. Let me go back in here. Let me see what, when I'm writing so fast here, there we go. All right. So you can see now that this list that we're sending back is completely empty right now. So let's go back in the database. Let's open the database right here. And I'm going to open the most recent one. Is this guy right here. We see that we have no checking there, right? Well, there's nothing there. Let's go ahead and insert some data there. Let me see if I'm able to find here a new record. Let's insert this with ID number 1 and habit number 1 and today's date. We got to do it in the ISO format. 09. Today's date would be the 24, I believe. So we save it, and it says error, adding message from database engine, not no constraint, checking, insert. All right, let me see something here. Let me check on habit real quick. ID number 1, target per day 1. All right, let's go back in there. And let's add something here. Checking is there. The habit ID is the only habit ID that we got in the day. So 2025, 09, and then 24. That's fine. Yeah. And let's write the changes, I guess. Let's see how this looks. All right. So anyway, let's go back in here. Let's refresh here. And let me take this off before my database starts complaining. Take that off. And now you can see that we do have a checking here. So if we return it like this, it's just going to return a list of checking. There's nothing very useful here. All right. But we have to loop through this in the Jinja if we return this like this. And that's where we make the mistakes of making all those queries, right? So what we can do is we can make this a little bit more useful and put this in a set, just like this. And now what I could do, let me just take all these off so you can see what I'm doing here. All righty. All right. So now that we have this here like this, let me enclose this. And now let's create the tuple, right? And inside here, we can say something. The checking, right, is, let's say, habit ID. We'll create one like this. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me see. No, yeah, what we can do here, we can create a for loop actually. So for C in checking, right here. Yeah, there we go. We keep that like this. For C in checking, and yeah, we can do this here. So C habit ID, and then we get the C date as well. There we go. Now we have that in here. Let me see what I'm missing here. Hold on. Sorry about that. This here is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be right here. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, that looks a little better now. All right, so now we have these tuples here, a set of tuples that are gonna go into the template, and we have the habit ID and the date. So now if I refresh here, as a matter of fact, let me just print it so that way you can see it. And this is necessary for those of you that are brand new, guys. And I'm just showing you a way that you can actually check for this data. When things get very complicated, you can take it apart and check it yourself, all right? And you can see now that we have a tuple here that says, that has, a set that has one tuple in there, right? And we have this ID number 1, and we have this date time right here. Really cool stuff, right? So now we can go back in here, and we gotta make it a little bit more efficient now, all right? Now you might be thinking, so why do we need this? I mean, why do all this stuff, Edwin? Well, this is just to find out, to look up, to see if this matches, right? When we click on it, right? So let me show you. So what I'm gonna do here inside this, let me go ahead and create it right here. As a matter of fact, let me do this. So I'm going to create, this is Jinja stuff, by the way. Set, this is a way to create a variable. And we'll set it on the habit ID and the date, right? Simple as that. So habit ID. Let me see if I have the habit. Yeah. Yeah, we're still inside the loop. So we're good there. So the habit ID and the day. And this one here, we're going to say the date, and in here we say in check map, because that's being passed in. Let's see if we have any issues. Refresh, we're good to go here. So now what I could do here, I could play around with these colors. And I'll show you right now. So let me see, I got it round. So what I can do right here, all right, I could, let me do it right here. Let me take this off, so that way you guys don't get confused what I want to do. 10. All right, so let me just write it here. So I can say the background, I want to make the background emerald 500. And then we'll do 30. This is Tailwind stuff, all right? And we can say if on, and this is what's going to be applied when it's on, right? So basically what we're doing is we're setting this variable, and we're finding out in the check map here, in the list of tuples, right? In the set of tuples, to see if this matches, right? If this matches, then it would be on. So this is going to be true, all right? So if it's true, this variable, then this here will be applied, this style, in the class that we are on, okay? I know some of you probably won't understand it, but if you keep doing this with me, if you keep coding with me, you're gonna really understand it, all right? Later on or in another, so don't worry too much about it. Then else, we can do BG slate 800, right? We got the green and we got the gray. Now, yeah, let's go ahead and check this, refresh, and now you can see that because it's Wednesday, all right? Today, that's today's day, the 24th. You can see that that's actually green, okay? And now the rest would be, whatever it's not matching would be gray, right? So anyway, we're gonna check on this with JavaScript later on. We're gonna play around with this. Either when we click it, we're gonna turn this off or on, depending on the status of this button, all right? So that's basically what I wanted to do. I know that it's probably a little bit more complicated or a lot more explanation that some of you need, but it's okay, all right? Just bear with me. There are some beginners out there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Again, if this overwhelmed you a little bit, do not worry, you will understand it. If you keep doing the Spring statements that you saw there and you take it apart, you will be able to understand what we're doing here. But at the end of the feature, you will. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next lecture.